What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Yes, we're fixing AC problems in today's video. It's been a while now since I noticed that I have a small freon leak somewhere in my AC line, and I'm going to show you what I think the leak is coming from. The leak is coming somewhere back there. Now, I'm not sure if it's this guy. This guy seems to be alright because I never seen no freon right here, but I always see freon past that guy right there. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these things that you probably seen on the auto part store to refill the freon, because I know for a fact that there's barely any in there, and I'm going to let the AC run, see if I notice any more leaks in there. So what I did is I went ahead and cleaned up that back part of the line where I was seeing freon like probably 2 summers ago because yes, it's been that long since I serviced my my AC line. But anyways, I cleaned up that area back there. I'm about to use this bottle to fill it up. I'm gonna give it some time, see if I see any more freon coming from back there. If I notice anything going out of place, what I did is, by the way, I'm filming with the GoPro Max that I didn't get it, but anyways, it's a new GoPro Max. Hopefully the footage comes out good enough. It's a 360 camera. I don't want to go crazy with a 360 video yet. I'm not ready for that because the file size is way too big for me to work on right now. But anyways, if I notice a problem with any of these two right here, I went ahead to the nearest auto part that I had, AutoZone, and I bought this kit right here. This kit basically has a replacement little valve for that one port back there, which is inside, and this top right here, not just a little cap but the whole top gets replaced too, which is this guy right here. Let me fill these up. I'm gonna give it some time, and if I see any leaks, then I go ahead and use whatever I need to use. By the way, if you want to know what the part number is, it's right there, and this is available in AutoZone. AC Delco sells all these parts, but I will have to order them. So I figured if the local auto part had it, let me go ahead and order it in case I need it. I don't have to wait any longer, because the heat here in LA, it's getting past 100, and it's not a nice thing to be riding around the H2 at 100 degrees with no AC. Now, aside from the AC, these guys right here decided to take a crap on me a couple of days ago. I've already ordered the whole kit to replace that. It's all busted. Also, my rear driver window regulator also took a crap a while ago. So what I did is I went ahead and ordered both of these today. Other than that, what else? Oh, also, I know there's a few things going on with this truck. This whole thing right here is been needing replacement for a while now, and the reason why is because a lot of these lights are busted. These guys right here don't rotate right anymore. I tried every single trick that you know on YouTube, or that the service people on the dealer told me, and it just needs to be taken out and repaired. Now, the repair fee on a lot of these is just over 100 bucks. I went online this morning and I found the complete unit. I don't even need to send this one back. I found a complete unit that's refurbished, fully on, with like, I believe it's like a 1-year warranty, for like 125 bucks. The prices that I've seen on these, the repair itself, is just about the same, just over 100 bucks. And you still need to send the old part. This one here, I don't need to send the old part to them. They're just gonna send me a unit. So keeping my fingers crossed that I actually get the full unit. Once I get that, if you're watching this video, I'm gonna do my little research. But if this needs to be paired to the truck, like some other parts like radio and all of that, and if you know the answer to that, let me know in the comment section. I do have a Tech 2 that's fully on working. And if I need that and you know it, let me know. So when I get it, I know. I'm gonna do my little research, but if you know right off the back, let me know in the comment section. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this AC problem sorted out. All right, so it looks like this guy right here brought my cold air back on my AC. Now I'm looking at these right here and I don't see any leaks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait probably till tomorrow. I'm gonna use the AC for today. What is it, like it's already past 12 already, so for whatever is left of the day, I'm gonna go ahead, use the AC and see if tomorrow I still got freon in there. I can't see, I don't know if the GoPro is gonna show you guys, but I can't see nothing coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and put the this back in there, and we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow I still got cold air coming out. This is the can that I use. I know there's a bunch of them, but if you want to use the same one that I use, I know AutoZone has it. There's a bunch of varieties of it. If you never use one of these, basically what you do is, if you do happen to get this one, there's going to be right here, there's going to be that plastic for shipping. Just read that label. You need to remove it. Once you remove it, you unscrew these first, remove that, screw these back on there, plug this in. If you do it on the H2, out of your 2 ports is the one on the back, the one you need to plug it in. And the way you plug this in is like this. Squeeze upwards. When you put it in there, let go, and it's gonna, you wiggle it to make sure it's right on there. Once it's in there, what you're gonna do is you're gonna squeeze this trigger right here to let go, to let the freon go in. Now, one important thing that I forgot to mention is, before you do any of these, turn your car on, turn the H2 on, get the AC on the lowest, coldest setting, and then go ahead and put your fan all the way up. You also might want to click on that little icon to recirculate the air on the H2. Once your AC is pumped on, then you might want to come back over here then and do what I just said. Plug this in on the back port, squeeze these right here to release some of the freon. One of the ways you're gonna be able to tell if your AC is suddenly come back on is because you're gonna hear your compressor will try to kick back in, it'll shut off again, and then right away it's gonna turn on and stay on. Go back inside, and obviously you want to go ahead and just check your vents for cold air. Now, one thing I thought I had also, another problem, is the last time I was trying to use my AC, the passenger, and I just found a leak on the H2. That right there, I don't know where it's coming from. I gotta look, this, that's not good. Anyways, just want to show you in here. See more problems now. Makes for a good video. Now, if you look at my settings, in recycle, AC is on, lowest is 60. It's hard for me to get it down to 60 because these knobs don't work anymore. I work every single trick you can think of. They're just not working right anymore, and I get cold air from both sides. Now, one problem I thought I had not too long ago, the last time I tried to use this system, is I thought my passenger side top, when I said top I mean right here, AC actuator was out. I had to take this entire dash off about 3 years ago and replace one of the actuators on the passenger side, which happens to be the hardest one to replace. There's one actuator where you can see it right there. The other one, which is really hard, is right here underneath all of this. You got to take the entire dash off, and even after you take all these dash off, it's hard to get to. When that one breaks, you're gonna get hot air from the passenger side. And the last time I remember I tried to use my AC, these was spitting out hot air. So I'm like, oh well, now I gotta replace, take the entire dash off after I do this freon refill and order that again. Well, I performed a reset on all of these actuators, which is simple to do. You basically just remove the AC on the engine compartment where your fuses are. There's one fuse in there. I think it's I don't know if it's a 10 or 25 amp fuse, but the fuse says AC HVAC, I think HVAC, something like that. It's the only one that says that. You take that one off, let the truck sit for a little bit, put it right back on, and when you turn the truck back on, all the actuators pretty much reset to or they just go back and forward to their fullest travel speed and reset themselves. It looks like that was the only problem I had, because now I'm getting cold air of both passenger and driver side. This is going to be a continuation to this video, because obviously I need to wait a couple of days to see if I'm still leaking freon. If that's the case and I don't see no more freon up here, then I'm probably going to have to go somewhere and have it checked, because I thought all I had to do on the H2 was to replace these two things right here. Okay, here's the thing. What I see is a little drop of something about to form on the bottom of that valve back there. I don't know if you can see it underneath it. I don't know if that's condensation in the line, or I don't know if that's freon coming out. I don't see any freon coming out of the actual valves, this one or the one on the back. But if you looked over there, let me get a rag or a piece of paper or something. Piece of paper will show me better what it is. All right, that looks to be just water, condensation, or whatever you call it. I was worrying that that was going to be freon or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case, and both of these caps are snugged in there. So wish me luck. I'm going to cut this video short right now, right here. Keep an eye out for in the next couple of days. I'm going to do a follow-up video on this AC situation. Also remember, I just ordered today the window regulator for the driver from passenger side, and also rear driver side. Got those two coming up, and I also got the whole control AC control center, whatever you call it. It's coming in the mail. I haven't even got a confirmation on all these parts, but it should be a matter of probably like a week or so. And if it's before that, I'm gonna make a video on that. Also, helicopters. Also, one more thing that I got coming, another video that I got coming in the next, I'll say in the next 3 days, is I have a power inverter that was sent to me, and that's gonna be a whole new video. I've been using that power inverter for about 2 weeks now, and it's working just fine. So keep an eye out for them videos. I'm gonna cut this video short right now, and we'll see you guys in the next video.